sorry. I was so tired last night. I was just like, hi. Like, I was so out of it. But, yes, it's cold. It's rainy. It's gross. But I'm still in here smoking my cigarette. So I decided, I was like, since I only made one video and it wasn't like the best video, like I was really, really exhausted, I was like, let me make this video today. So, and sorry, I'm tired too. So let's get back to it. So that was about the first 3 months of my dating life with Jace. Oh my gosh, with John. And it didn't get better from there. Like, I was infatuated with him. I think after 3 months, we said, I love you to each other. He said it first, and I knew he was gonna say it. So we went on a date. Like, we would have fun. Like, we would go on dates and things like that. Like, I was wild and reckless, and he was very tamed. So I was like, what? You never had sex here? What? You never did this? So, like, we did, like, adventurous stuff. Like, we had sex in the park, and, like, we were just hanging out all the time, late at night, and things like that. Like, we were always hanging out and just, like, having fun. So, one time we were at the park, and, you know, after we finished having a date, we're just strolling in the park, and he was like, you know, I forget what he said, but he was like, you know, like, I've been having such a good time, and, you know, someone could say that I love you, Vanessa. I'm like, bruh, like, what the fuck? Like, that is so dramatic, bro. And I said, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. And I was like, I love you too. So that was like a highlight of that. But pretty much it wasn't really the best thing, because I was depressed. My family life was not happy, and then his parents, his mom, really. When I say parents, I'm just gonna stop saying that, because like, it's just really his mom and his sister. So, like, his family, when I say his family, it's just his mom and his sister. So they were hell-bent on treating me like shit, bro. So after, like, you know, first 3 months or whatever, like, they were getting some comments of, like, oh, like, kind of like, oh, like, when is she gonna stop coming over type thing. Like, oh, you guys are still dating. Like, oh, like, I remember one time I was working or something, and I got a lot of shifts, so I haven't been to their house in a while. I think maybe like 3 days or so, right? And I don't think John heard this, but his mom and his sister was in the living room like usual, and we walked through the living room like usual, and his mom was like, oh, Vanessa's here. Oh, I haven't seen her in a couple days. I thought they broke up. And then she said a comment like, oh, one can hope, like that. So it was like a little shit like that, like, kind of was like in our relationship, honestly. Like, it was like that the whole time with them. But this is the next 3 months and stuff. So next 3 months we were just kind of doing the same thing, but my family life got a little more hectic than I would have liked it to be. And it was kind of, you know, I don't want to say like an awful time, but it was like you know, like my parents and I were always fighting, and like I just honestly did not feel happy at all in my household. I did not feel like I was home. I did not feel like I could come home. I wanted to leave before they woke up, and I wanted to get there when they were sleeping. Like I just like that like was how my family lifestyle, like the family dynamic was, and I just couldn't stand it. And again, I was just drinking and smoking and, you know, eating and like doing all of this shit that just left me unhealthy. And it didn't really change. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And my husband and I were just talking about it because yesterday was our anniversary. 3 years down the line, but yesterday was our anniversary, so we started talking, and he told me about this thing where I didn't remember at all, but he was like, oh yeah, like when we first started dating, like I really had to grow up a lot because you were like high all the time. And he was like, I remember one time that you were so out of it, and your mom was like yelling at you or whatever, and you were just there like watching nothing. Like he said I was doing like the movements or whatever, and I was just watching. I was just like zoned out, and then he had to like kind of step up for me. I don't remember that, but he said he did that. I'm just like, okay. He's like, yeah, like I had to do that for you and things like that. Like literally I was just not happy when I wasn't with him or when I was home. And then going to his house and seeing him, because he lives with his parents and his mom does not like me, it just made me feel even worse. But yeah, that's the next 3 months. So we've been dating for about 6 months now. And my husband was like, oh, you know, my mom, I hate when my mom keeps telling me to like she keeps, when we go out or whatever, she's like, oh, she's cute, well, how about you date her, type thing. And he's like, Mom, I'm dating someone. And like he's like, oh, I hate that, it was annoying. And I just took that as like another jab, like I'm not good enough for her son or whatever, blah 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 blah. But I think it was at 6 months. This is where it gets muddy because I don't remember exactly timelines like this, but there was a moment where his family had a baby shower, right? Someone was having a baby shower on his side of the family, like his mom's side of the family. And he was like, oh, he was so excited. He was like, oh, I can't wait for you to meet all my mom's side of the family. They're not, because I couldn't really connect with his side of the family because they spoke Spanish and I'm not really like, so I couldn't really connect really well. So like his other side is Trinidadian, so I come from a Jamaican background, so like I can relate more. I can like, and he was so excited and he was like so happy, and I was like happy to him, like, yeah, I can probably see more of the family. Maybe your mom and his mom will like me a little bit better. Like at that time I was like trying to please everybody or whatever, but at the same time I'm not gonna like stand for shit or whatever. But anyway, I remember this because he invited me to the thing, and I got dressed up and I wore a nice outfit, and he came over to pick me up, I guess, like ride with me to the place or whatever. I don't remember why he was there, but he came and we were heading back to where he was, and we were taking the train, and his mom texted him at that moment and was like, oh, she can't come, it's only family, like you can't bring your girlfriend to this party. And he was like, oh, my mom just texted that. And I was disappointed, and I'm just like, oh, it's okay, you can go without me. Like I was just like kind of defeated. I was just like, it's whatever, like I was like, he saw that I was excited and saw that like it changed, and he was just like, no, I'm not gonna go if you're not gonna go. And I was just like, oh, that was the sweetest thing he's done. Like, honestly, that was so sweet. But that's another jab at like how his mom treated me, like inhumane type thing. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'll probably make a next one, guys. But stay tuned. Peace.